Hey everybody, it's Russell Brown here with Shoetok, courtesy of Julie Hughes. She's the one that made me do this. It's all her fault. Today we got a pair of Gucci Loafers, 11.5D. Really cool shoes. Got these off of, got these from Goodwill. So didn't pay a whole lot. They're really dirty. So got to do a lot of cleaning. I got gum on the bottom. So got our little drawer full of tools. We'll just start getting after it. This is all the little stuff that people say, why do you do this? Why do you buy these and fix them up? Like, what do you do to fix them up? Well, this is part of it. And just go through piece by piece. It looks like I'm probably going to have to heat this up a little bit to get the rest of it off. So we have a commercial heat gun. And this is like super hot. I don't know what the actual temperature is. I'm assuming a couple hundred degrees. And should knock it right out. Yep. Comes right off. I use the dull side of the knife. I don't want to gouge it or anything. But I will come back with sandpaper to hit the bottom of this leather sole to even everything out. This pair of shoes is actually missing the little Gucci tags. I think these have them. Yeah, see, these have them on there. So I don't know if I can get those or what, but like these have the tags. It says Gucci on the bottom. These are 12s. Those are for another day. But these are for today. So one of the first things I do when I get them is put shoe trees in them. So this is for left foot. And these trees are slightly oversized. So these would be for like a 13, 14 shoe. So they keep a constant pressure on the face of the shoes. Like they call this area the vamp. So the vamp of the shoe has a constant pressure. So first thing we do is use a little saddle soap, a little water. But before we do that, we use a rough brush and we knock off all the dust and dirt that we can. This brush is just a little bit more coarse than the other horsehair brushes that we have. We've got a whole lineup of brushes. And this basically just knocks off the surface dust and the surface dirt. Doesn't really get down in the leather. Just gives us a good starting point. To be honest, I have no idea why I'm making a video. I think I told somebody I would make a video. This has been my like little, I hate to use this phrase because it's so taboo, but my little safe space in my house. It's out in the garage. It's a little mud room. So the camera is on a tripod sitting in the sink. All right, that's pretty good. Now we use saddle soap, Phoebing's saddle soap. I'm about out. A little bit of water in there. Get it just enough where it lathers up. I always start with the left shoe because I have some mental issues probably. But this is kind of fun. Get to really give them a bath. Get down in the sides, right along the welting areas. And the welt is the area right between where the shoe is tied to the sole. I'm not 100% sure if these are Blake stitched or Goodyear welted. So if somebody out there knows Gucci better than me, feel free. Jump in and tell me how crazy I am. And a lot of people say you're supposed to like wipe them off immediately so the leather doesn't get wet, but I do this both shoes and then I go back and do the first one. I think it kind of helps them to sit just for a minute. I don't leave them on there very long, and you'll see only a couple seconds. All right. I keep a bunch of old t-shirts, socks, and all kinds of stuff in a big like clothes hamper back here. Oh, I gotta lift it up. They are already look a ton better. Now we get down inside there, and well, you can see, look at that. Look at all that old polish coming out. Man, that old polish in there really is something. Somebody's put a bunch on this thing. We're gonna have to clean all that out here in just a sec. Look at that. Jeez, this thing is full. All right, so now we're to that point where we've cleaned it off. Now we'll give it a good brush just to see where we're at. And the brush gets down in the inside the little crevices and gets rid of any residual soap. All right. There we go. Rinse off my brush. Now, kind of try to get down in those little crevices and get a lot of that other stuff out. I use turpentine. This is, I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, Hobby Lobby. You can get this stuff pretty much anywhere. It's usually made to clean brushes with. If you're not trying to take off the finish, you're just trying to clean the residual wax and shoe polish off, this stuff works great because it doesn't really take everything off. It just really thoroughly cleans the surface. But you have to, it really dries it out. So you have to condition it just as soon as you're done. Get all this surface stuff off of here. Man, that stuff is... You can kind of see what the shoes are gonna look like eventually. This is just because they're wet, but we'll have to work on this little area of creases here too. But they're coming along. Well, we got like 5 minutes into this thing, or 10 minutes. Start really, you can kind of see like the fun of this. You can really make these shoes look cool. Get these little places in here that you try to get this stuff off of there. This one little place right here that's got a big like scuff in it. All right. I don't do too much with the turpentine unless it's really bad. This just had a lot of excess shoe wax and like old shoe polish on it. So it'll have a nice dull finish when I get done cleaning this off, because it's really, the turpentine plus the saddle soap really dehydrates the leather. And you got to think, this used to be the skin of a cow, so it's just like our skin. So we'll put some hydrating cream back on it. The hydrating cream I have is from Saphir. It's called Renovateur. It's a French company, and it smells really good. It's almost like a perfume. Man, for an old pair of Gucci shoes, there's really not hardly any. There's not any frayed like stitching, just a few scuffs here and there that we'll be able to use some dye and hopefully get those out of there. And they look pretty good. All right, let's see. This is what I use, Renovateur. I got a great big bottle of it. If you get some, you don't need this big one. You should probably get them in like this size. They come in these like little bitty sizes. So get the small one. I get the giant one because I do a lot of these. And I just use my gloves. And this stuff, I wish you guys could smell this. Ooh, It smells really good. It's like fresh flowers or something. You know how the French are. All the perfumes and stuff. And the heels are stacked leather. So I mean, it's leather, so I condition the outsides of the heels. I don't know if it doesn't mean anything, but when you go to burnish them or put new ink on or anything on the side of the heel, or on the side of the heels or soles, it makes sense to me that it would, if they were hydrated, they would be more apt to absorb or take in the dye or the conditioner. I don't know, maybe. All right, now after the first one is done, now I have a pretty soft bristled brush that I'm going to go over this with. So it'll kind of buff it out a little bit more. And then we'll kind of see like if we have some dull spots and where we need to get. By the way, I'm getting rid of this. Didn't get it all the way. There. There we go. All right. Let's do it. Yeah, there's a couple. It almost looks like somebody's got like gasoline or like some kind of solvent on there. Just got a couple, I don't know if you can see that, a couple little spots. That's the kind of stuff we'll work on later. Video number 2. All right. So, kind of getting there. Look a little bit better. You can kind of see that the shoe trees are starting to stretch them out. I just usually apply a little heat to them. Yeah, see how pliable they get? Start to stretch them a little bit. And we can hit them with just a little bit more leather cream. We'll buff this off. Just buffing the excess off of it. All right, stage one. Ta-da! That's what we do to get them going. Now, next thing I'll do is kind of go around them with a fine-tooth comb and look at all the different little pieces and see if I can get rid of some of these like little nicks and scuffs. I use some filler cream and various other products to kind of go over and make them look as good as I can, and then decide if I want to keep them because they're my size or if I want to sell them. So anyway, that's it for today. 26 minutes. And that's all, folks. See you.